Welcome to Seattle College's international programs and our show Conversations With, where we talk to people that help you understand how you too can be an international student in the United States and why Seattle Colleges should be your first choice. We'll talk to students and staff and agents and government folks, all kinds of people about what you can expect when you're getting ready to apply or travel here, what you'll experience while you're with us, and how it can all lead to an amazing life. Don't forget to check out the Seattle College's International Programs website at intl.seattlecolleges.edu, where you can find a treasure trove of information about the school, the programs here, and best of all, fill out and submit your application. Again, that's intl.seattlecolleges.edu. Hey everybody, welcome back to Conversations With in Seattle, Washington, here at Seattle Central. Super excited to have Mary back on our show. I don't know if you guys remember, if you haven't listened, she was my very first podcast.
And here I am.
And here you are. Welcome back. I actually wanted to get Mary onto the show for the first episode of season 4, but our schedules just didn't jive. But glad you're here today. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me, Evan. It's really nice to come back to campus and see all these faces.
Yeah. Well, the really cool thing is the first season I didn't do video. So we didn't have video of our conversation back
that's something
in season
new.
1.
I was surprised.
So now you'll get to see Mary. How cool is that? But some of you who haven't caught that first show may not understand who she is or where she's coming from. So we'll do a little bit of finding out about her and then see what's been going on.
Introductions. Okay. So, hi everyone.
Yeah, who are you?
My name is Meral Kandymova, but it's a very complicated name. It's very long. So I'm just Mary for everyone.
Everybody.
But Mary like Merry Christmas, not Mary.
That's right.
Mery. I am from Turkmenistan. I got to the U.S. and to Seattle Central College back in 2022, right after I graduated from high school. It was an super exciting thing to me because I was only 17 years old. So I right fresh from the high school here to be in like American movies, to the American college.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Here you are. Yeah, so Mary would have been one of the first people that I met in my new job because I started in 2022.
Oh, wow.
I started in August, so the fall intake is when we met.
Yeah, orientation.
So,
I remember you with the camera.
I was going around camera. So it was a really exciting time, all these new faces, and you were just getting started. So you came here as a 17-year-old. I can't remember, were you freaked out? Or you were just like, no, let's get out of here, let's go?
I mean, I was kind of scared because I never met so many foreigners in my life. Right. I mean, in Turkmenistan, we don't have any like tourists. We mainly have diplomats, people who work for the embassies. And when I just got here, I was like, oh my gosh, all these people speak English so fast, so many accents, so many cultures. I was like, where I am. But, I think this level of excitement to start something new, new chapter of life, new connections, new people, and just kind of like excited to be here, kind of overlapped that kind of scary feeling. And I was like, let's go on, let's try, let's talk to people. And I think it worked out because I'm a second time on your podcast, so it worked out.
Worked out great. Well, your enthusiasm's been really great. One of the things I love about Mary is that she is not afraid to talk to people, or at least that's been my impression. Maybe you feel shy at times, but it doesn't come out very well. I always see her talking to so many people. One of the great things about being a student is not just education, but it's also the networking. Can you tell people about the opportunities you've had over the last few years to network and get to know people?
Well, I would say my very first kind of shocking experience in a good way was when we had I don't remember the actual name of that. We had kind of like an activity. It was kind of like through Zoom, involvement week or something like that. Again, I don't remember the actual name, but it was kind of like the whole week, like the 5 days. We would have a lot of people from different professional backgrounds, for example, from Social Security Office, from the Bank of America, kind of like those representatives from different fields, different professions would join very short Zoom sessions and talk to students about what they do, what kind of internship opportunities they have with their job place, and they would just offer their contact information and be like, if you have any questions, if you're thinking to intern with us, or I don't know, if you're just interested in shadowing even me, here's my contact information. We can meet sometime. That was very cool, because I was like, oh my gosh, so many opportunities. And when I got to the Seattle Central, I was thinking to do a political science associate's degree, and I was very into, still am very interested in politics and kind of law industry. And I've met with a lot of people from Social Security Administration, from Department of Trade. So I just kind of introduced myself, like, hey, I'm that student who joined your Zoom session from Seattle Central College. I was just kind of interested in what you do. Can we talk more about that? So that was really
And
nice.
they respond? They're really responsive?
Oh, yeah. They responded. I even met with some people in person.
Oh.
We just grabbed some
Lunch
cup
or
of coffee.
something.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was nice.
So the Zoom session you did after you arrived, or did you do the Zoom session before you left Turkmenistan?
Oh, when I was already
When you got here
Yeah,
already.
I
Okay.
think it was... So my first quarter here was fall 2022. So I would think that I had that opportunity during winter 2023.
Okay.
Like
gotcha.
kind of my second quarter here.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you first arrived, we'll go back and talk a little bit about what you were studying. You came here and got right into which program?
Institute of English.
Yeah, Institute of English.
So I didn't do my English proficiency placement test when I was in Turkmenistan, because I wanted to come here as fast as I can.
Sure.
And when I arrived, I did the online testing. When I was already here, I was kind of enrolled to school. So they determined that my speaking and listening is done. Like, it's good.
You're good to go.
Yeah, good to go. But my reading and writing needed some
That's pretty common.
work. So I was placed into writing 4 out of 5 levels. So technically I had to study 2 more levels to kind of advance my reading, and I would say more writing, because I knew kind of basic stuff about how to write essays, but I still needed some professional help. I would say.
That's
so.
right.
Yeah, and so that's how I went to Institute of English.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And what you guys need to know that are out there listening is we no longer do it that way. Now, when you apply to Seattle colleges, one of the criteria in order to get accepted is you do have to take a proof of English proficiency exam of some sort. It could be Duolingo, IELTS, TEFL. We no longer bring people in and then you test once you get here. We've changed the rules since you were here. But it's not a big deal. It seems like a lot of our students take Duolingo because it's fairly inexpensive and it's very fast. You get your results very quickly. But IELTS seems to be really popular as well. So make sure you take that. And by the way, don't panic. It doesn't determine whether you get accepted so much. It really helps us to know where to place you once you get here.
Yeah. And honestly, I was kind of sad when I learned that I had to go to Institute of English to improve my reading and writing. But then when I got to the classes, I understood. I think I spoke about it on our previous podcast, is that those classes are not just kind of teaching you English, how to write this and that. They were kind of, so that I remember that the professor asked, okay, what your guys like want to study, like after you're gonna be like actually enrolled into like your associate's degree programs. Everyone said different things, and so like based on that, I think professor made kind of like a curriculum that would cover a little bit of all the fields that students want to learn. So I remember that I was learning about some business stuff. I was learning about political stuff. Yeah, it was kind of like all mix of that. So it wasn't just simply English. It was kind of like, oh, you want to write an essay? We're going to go over, I don't know.
Like specialized vocabulary?
Yeah. So that was kind of surprising.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was really interesting because you kind of covered your future field of study that you're going to do.
Sure.
And at the same time, you're advancing your writing and reading skills. So
do you feel like the time you spent at the Institute of English, your English really improved a lot? Or do you feel like your English has really improved a lot just because you're here and you use it every day?
I mean, again, I would say 50-50 because my listening and listening and speaking was on a good to go level. So, of course, I improved that a lot because, I mean, I had to talk English. Like I had no option. So even to talk to my friends because, oh my gosh, those were such a nice times. I had a group of friends from very interesting scale of countries. It was both Eastern Europe, some countries in Africa, from South America. It was just kind of like this group of people with whom I still in touch, and sometimes when they come to Seattle to visit, we try to catch up. So yeah, I mean, like I had to talk English, so my speaking improved a lot, and my listening improved a lot because when I just got here, I was struggling to understand people who had some kind of heavy accents.
That's true.
That was really hard to me because back in Turkmenistan, even though I went to boarding school, my professors were from United Kingdom. They were from Manchester. So
very British.
Listen to like studying British vocabulary, listening to British professors, and then coming to the US and listening to people like with different accents, it was a little bit of nightmare for me.
Big change, yeah.
Yeah, but it was just for first month because I was listening, I was talking, and I was open to learn. And I think with time, I got used to that. And of course, my writing is now really good.
Yay.
So I learned how to write essays.
Cool. So I know in levels 4 and 5, so she's right, we have 5 levels in our Institute of English. In levels 4 and 5, actually 3 through 5, you can actually take college classes at the same time you're taking English. Did you also take college classes while you were in the Institute? Oh, you did? What did you take?
Yeah, so...
I don't remember. This was a while ago.
I don't remember the actual names of the classes, but... the first one I took kind of like introduction. So my first quarter I took reading and writing 4, and it was kind of like a class which was kind of like introduction to like American life.
Being a student in the United States.
So I remember that.
It's like a 2-credit course, right?
Yeah. And the second quarter, I don't remember, honestly.
No.
Honestly, I do not remember.
It's been a while.
But I remember my professor, Richard, during reading writing 5, he was an amazing professor. Yeah.
Shout out to Richard.
Yeah, he helped a lot to discover more about political science for me because I was really interested, and yeah, it was exciting and happy moments.
So you've talked about political science in our first visit together. But I don't remember if I asked you why you're so interested in political science. I mean, I'm interested in political science too. I find it really interesting. But at what point in your life were you really drawn to that field?
I would say my mother. She introduced me to that field because during USSR she was member of the party.
Oh, okay.
So, but she didn't go through more in deep because in USSR's ideology, they had that if you're from any other republic than Russia, you cannot go into higher levels of
you're limited.
Yeah. So my mother was from Turkmenistan. She was Turkmen girl, but she had this dream and she never made it so far. And I mean, I am not good in STEM, so I'm like more into humanitarian way, and
Sure.
I'm really good in languages. I know 6 languages in total.
Oh,
so
it's Turkmen,
Russian, English, German.
Oh, you speak German. Wow.
Yeah, French,
Well,
Chinese.
and Chinese. Wow.
Yeah.
你会说中文?
A little bit, but it was a while ago. It was a while ago.
That's
yeah,
very cool. Yeah.
it was in Turkmenistan, and I got I got diplomas from every single language that I finished. But again, because in Turkmenistan we don't have any foreigners,
Sure.
so there's no way you can practice. You can listen to native people talking in those languages.
Right.
So that's why I totally forgot me like 98%.
No.
Yeah, but I'm thinking to take those classes again whenever I'm going to have a chance. So I was good in languages, and my mother catched that since I was like 10 or 11. And she was kind of like telling me all these stories about how her life went, like just how politics and government work. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting to me, because helping people, advocating for them. And then my last 2 years of high school back in Turkmenistan, so it was 2020 through 2022, I started to volunteer with the United Nations House in Ashgabat. So that's kind of was like my first steps in advocating in diplomacy. Then I got introduced to staff people from British Embassy. Then I kind of went to U.S. Embassy, European Union delegation. And that's how I kind of got more into International Corps of Turkmenistan. So I got to know those people. I was kind of like, more involved in that industry. And I was like, that's really interesting. But I was like, but I don't really want to do international affairs. I wouldn't see myself like kind of being an officer at the U.S. Embassy abroad.
Sure.
So I would want to stay here in the U.S. and kind of work here. So when I got here to the U.S., I was like, I didn't know nothing about American politics. I didn't know nothing about how government works. I didn't know what is a senator, what is a representative. I had no idea. And actually here on campus, I remember it was orientation week, and guys from student leadership, they came to our orientation, and they were like, hey guys, we have like this kind of clubs and committees. If you're ever interested, let us know. And I was like, let me try to talk to them. Like maybe they're going to have something about advocacy or government, because I don't remember that they mentioned that like specific clubs, but they were like, okay, we're here. We're happy to talk to you. And I remember I went to Dania Vargas. She is currently a poli-sci student at UW.
Oh,
she
cool.
graduated from here last year, I think.
Nice.
So, and I was like, hey, that's me. I'm real interested in politics and stuff. Do you have any club? And she was like, yeah, we have a student advocacy club. I was like, oh, that's cool. And through that committee, being involved in there, I learned a lot about how government works. And we even had a lobby day down in Olympia.
Oh.
Yeah, we went there with our student leadership.
And just so they know why Olympia, what is in Olympia?
Olympia is the capital of Washington, which was so shocking to me. I was like, I thought Seattle was the capital, because that's like the largest and most famous city. But
Sure.
Olympia, it's more south.
Yep.
Almost Oregon.
Well, it's a couple hours from Seattle,
Yeah.
probably, depending on the traffic, of course. But
Yeah.
it's a cute town. I like
Oh
Olympia.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's very beautiful, and especially state legislature building, stunning.
Impressive,
Stunning. Yeah. It's capital of Washington, and all the, technically not all of them, but a lot of like federal government agencies. They have headquarters there. So, and
Right.
I mean, our legislators there. So went there for Advocacy Day. It was such an amazing experience for me because everything was new to me. I was just like, oh my gosh.
That's really cool.
That was really cool. Yeah.
So if you become a student at Seattle colleges, and we hope you will, be sure to reach out to your fellow students. There's lots of clubs available.
Yeah.
Get involved. These are some amazing experiences.
And you actually, if you find out that there's no club that exists that would fit your interest, you can create your own.
Absolutely.
You can create your own, and just
Sure.
was.
If you love Dungeons and Dragons and there's no club, start a Dungeons and Dragons
Yes.
club. No one will care.
Yeah.
No, that's really great. And people will join too. We have can't remember, it's sometime in the fall and then I think in the spring we do a activity day where all the clubs set up tables. And then you can go visit the different clubs and find out, hey, what am I interested in? Who do I connect with? It's pretty cool. Did you join any other clubs other than that, or?
Oh my gosh, I remember that I joined Issues and Concerns committee, so it was kind of just learning what kind of issues, what kind of support students are seeking. So I remember we were working on free stuff for reproductive health in the bathrooms. So we were kind of focusing on that, I remember. And
Cool.
yeah. I remember I joined that club and I was in student advocacy my entire path here.
Nice.
So
give it a try, guys. Get out there, talk to people.
yeah.
So since you were here for a little while, did you apply for any scholarships while you were here? Did you apply for the foundation scholarship, for example?
Honestly, no.
Oh, you didn't?
But I remember, but I mean, when I was already graduating from Institute of English, I was almost done with my quarter, and then they opened the applications for kind of spring quarter and then summer and fall. So that's why I didn't go through there. But I was surprised that we have something like that because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The things that I like about Seattle colleges is that people are trying their best to inform you. So there's always posts on social media. There's always people standing in the hallways on the campus. Professors are gonna tell you if you're I mean, I'm such a person. I'm not really on social media a lot because of my lifestyle. But I remember I would come into the class and professor was telling me about something and I would ask my classmates, did you guys know about that? They were like, yeah, I was so post on Instagram. I was like, well, I haven't seen that, but yeah, that's what I like. People here are trying their best to inform you. So in any other way, you will know what's going on here.
I agree. Unless you try hard to just stay home and put your head in the sand. Make sure you check your email, check the different posts that we put out there. Yeah, you'll get, and we have physical paper posters on the wall out in the hallway, so lots of ways to find out. Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about what you're doing now, because people are like, oh, great, you went to Seattle colleges, but surely you're working on your bachelor's degree. Yeah. Where are you actually ending up finishing up a bachelor's degree at?
So I recently got into Harvard University. Yeah. So since I am currently employed, and I'm not really willing to go to another state because I fell in love with Washington. I fell in love with Washington. I fell in love with Seattle. So I was kind of sitting out there. I was like, well, I need to finish my bachelor's degree, but I'm not really interested to go anywhere to East Coast, but I kind of want to go to East Coast school because I heard that schools out there are really good in law and for poli-sci students. So I was like, okay, so what are my options? So I reached out to a few universities, and Harvard was like, technically we have this full remote program for a bachelor's degree for working adults. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's about me.
Yeah.
So I applied, went through, got accepted. So I'm going to do a bachelor in liberal arts, field of government.
Wow, that's
And
really cool.
It's going to be fully remote. That's what I'm so excited about.
Right. So how many classes, do you take a class at a time or do you take multiple classes at a time? I don't know.
So they are very kind of flexible because, again, it's kind of like a program for working adults. So, I mean, minimum you have to take one class to stay in school. But it's kind of like semester system. And I mean, I'm hoping to take 3 classes a semester, kind of like to finish up faster. Yes. I mean, like to kind of fit in those 4 years because I feel so old. I'm 21. I don't have a bachelor's degree. I mean, for a kid from post-Soviet Union country, I feel this pressure. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so old. I need to finish that.
But that's one of the great things about the U.S., in my opinion, is that you really can kind of take your time, experiment, do things. Like I was a non-traditional student when I started at community college. I'd already worked for a year, and then I had been in the military, and then I'd gotten married. I already had a son. I was like, I need an education.
Yeah.
So there's no hurry necessarily. I mean, unless you're really just aching to get into your career path right away.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't affect your abilities to succeed.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I also like about here. I mean, like even like remembering my stay here at Seattle Central College, I had a lot of classmates who were like in their 30s, in their late 20s. Right. So it's like, that's what I like about the U.S. also. Like, it's like this culture, like no one's going to judge you. Oh, you're going to college when like 35. Like, no. But
no one cares.
My family, they're like, girl, you're 21. You don't have bachelors. Why are you doing this to our family? So yeah.
Well, it'll come eventually, not a big deal. Hopefully. And then it'll be through a great institution. When you apply for that program, do they take work that you did here as partial credit? Or do you just kind of start fresh?
Yeah, well, because I was not born and raised in English-speaking country. So because I was born and raised in Turkmenistan, even though I've been in the U.S. for 3 years already, they were kind of like, technically we need English proficiency exam from you. And my diploma from Institute of English from here, that worked because I sent them that. I sent them that I graduated with honors. I was the best student twice. Yes. I cannot not flex
She's
on
a movie
that.
Star. Yeah.
So I sent those to them and they accepted that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's helped me.
And then the other coursework that you took, like the 2-credit course you took, and then some of the stuff you took.
Unfortunately, they were not
they didn't
do that. But I was very lucky that they accepted my degree for English. I was like, do I need to take the exam again? I was like, come on, guys.
No. You shouldn't have to. Well, that's really great. Now, you say you're working. One of the things you guys should know is that you've actually since gotten your green card, yeah? So that's not your typical pathway, but it is an interesting development for you that I thought we would mention. Generally, you're only allowed to work 20 hours per week as an international student, but you have actually gone through and gotten your green card, which is really interesting.
I actually, I was a student. I was working on campus.
Oh yeah.
At Information Central.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was also a very interesting experience for me. It was my first ever time working in my life. And I went through the interview here on campus. I got a job offer to work at Information Central. It's kind of like an office, which is open from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. I mean, that's the schedule where I was working. And it's kind of like a place where already kind of experienced students are sitting, and we were kind of like a people who would help other students navigate, or if they have questions, like any kind of questions.
And not just international students. We're talking domestic students who come in too,
Yeah. We're located like right across from registration office. So, yeah. we would help, like we would answer phone calls about any kind of inquiries, how to get my syllabus, how to get that, how to access my account, my student account. So
It's a great job, actually, because you learn so much.
Yeah, like you're not just helping others, you help yourself also.
For
because
sure.
like, oh, I already know how to do that and this. So yeah.
So if you are an international student, not only do you have the International Programs Office front desk that helps out with a lot of different things that you might need, but there is that information office as well. A lot of students ask about finding on-campus work. How did you find that job?
I found that through my friend back in the time because she applied for a front desk position at the gym.
Oh, yeah. Which is very popular with international
do you
students.
still call it Mac?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody does. Yeah, the Mac Center.
The Mac. And she was like, girl, they have like this position in the front desk, but on campus. So she was not a girl who was like more into like office type of work.
Yeah.
She's like more like active girl. She was like, I'm applying to Mac. You look like an office girl. Apply there. I was like, let's try. Let's give it a shot. So I got a job offer, and it was very exciting because it was my first ever job in my life, and it was in the U.S. And like getting paid hourly.
Weird.
I was like, oh my gosh, that's a thing.
And we pay well in the city of Seattle.
Exactly.
Our minimum wage is very high. Over 20 an hour. Now.
Exactly. And I was like, I would never get that money back in my home country.
No way.
No way.
Yeah. Very few places, even in the U.S.
Seattle's one of the like highest rank minimum wage in the country.
And there's a reason for that. I mean, it is an expensive place to live.
Oh, yeah.
But we have ways to help reduce the costs and ways to help offset the costs, and that's one way to do it, getting a job. So when you did it, you had to interview for the job, you had to get offered the job. Yeah. And then how long did it take to get your Social Security card?
That was kind of that wasn't long because I remember I got an interview in December. I got a job offer also in December, and then my supervisor, my technically future supervisor, he was like, "Well, go do your paperwork like for Social Security and stuff." But do it in January because it was like almost Christmas and holidays. So I went to appointment to Social Security Administration, got that, and I returned maybe in a week. And they just gave me like my number, not the actual card.
It was very fast.
Yeah, and I just got the number, got here, I gave it to the guys, and I was good to start. And I received my actual card by mail later on when I was already working. Sure. So
some people that get jobs, they don't know the process. So did you actually have to go to an office in person to apply for your card, or could you do it online?
In person.
You had to do it in person?
Yeah, you have to go in there. Very fancy federal building.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Downtown Seattle?
Downtown Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to take like this like, small paper with your number, and you just sit there, wait for your number. And the line was so long. I was like, oh my gosh, really, guys? Because I technically went through the same process when I was back in Turkmenistan to like go through vaccination and actual like written permission from my mother that because I was 17, like that I can travel by myself. And we did the same thing in Turkmenistan, get the number, look at the paper, sit there and wait. I was like, really, guys, in the U.S.? So I went through that again.
And was there a fee that you had to pay for it? Do you remember?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It was a while ago. So
yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
But it's not a super complicated process.
No. I mean, because again, student leadership, because I was technically working for student leadership, but office on campus. So they helped me a lot because they signed all the papers, they mailed somewhere, they got those papers back to me. I was like, okay, guys, what do you want me to do? Like, just go to the office, get that thing, come back. I was like, okay, that's the only thing I need to do. Yeah. So my future colleagues, my future supervisors, they were very, very nice, and they were very supportive. So
cool. Well, we are running out of time, but do you hear that? That means it's trivia time. Do you remember the trivia time from before?
No, I don't.
This is the part of the show where we ask you 5 questions about Seattle colleges or Seattle area or Washington State, and we see how you do. If you get all the questions right, you're on a roll of fame. If not, you just cry yourself to sleep tonight.
Okay.
All right, question number 1. Now, you have time here at Seattle colleges, so maybe you might remember that we have 3 mascots, one for each campus.
Yes.
Can you name the campus mascot for Seattle Central?
Tiger.
It's the tiger.
Tiger.
Ding, 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 ding. Nice job. All right, question number 2. Seattle is the largest city in the state of Washington.
Yeah.
What is the largest city in the state of Oregon, the state just to our south? This is a tough question.
Why I want to say Portland?
It is Portland.
Oh, is it?
Very nice job.
Okay.
Have you been to Portland yet?
No, I have not.
Oh. Where have you traveled around in the U.S.?
I went to Alaska last
what?
year.
Why did you go to Alaska?
For my political stuff, for the canvassing. So went to Anchorage, and then we went to this kind of like countryside village called Wasilla. It was very cold.
Wasilla. Up in the valley.
Yeah.
It's only an hour drive from Anchorage. It's
oh my gosh, we stayed at a house with a lake view, and so I was kind of like, they called deployed, so I was kind of went there with only Americans, and I remember this time it was the last day of our stay there. The lake freeze.
Oh, it was fall.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. It was kind of like late October, early November last year. The lake freeze. All these crazy guys from Idaho and Washington who love snow, who love rain. They're like, Mary, let's go skate on a frozen lake. I was like, listen, guys, I'm a child of desert. I'm from desert. I don't trust your frozen lake. I'm gonna stay on the land.
Yeah.
I can take pictures. I can take videos of you skating, but I'm not stepping my feet on there. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, Alaska's, I've lived there many times and I love it. I think it's a great place to be.
Nature is beautiful,
Really nice.
stunning. Yeah. And I went to DC also last
You
year.
went to DC. Cool.
Yeah.
And how long were you in DC?
For the weekend.
Nice.
So Saturday, Sunday. And I
Got to go back because there's so much to see in DC.
Oh, yeah.
What was the number one thing that you saw that you just thought was crazy?
White House.
You saw the White House?
White House. Not from the pictures in the books
Not in
of
the movie.
English. Yes. Because in Turkmenistan we have like you have to take English throughout like every single class of your school, all 11 years, and in every single book for English there is a picture of White House
Oh, yeah.
from different angles and stuff. I was like, I see it in person with my own eyes, not from the picture. So
And now you can say you saw the old White House because it's since it's being renovated.
yeah,
So it's going to look different now, but you got to see the old one, which is pretty cool. All right, question number 3. When you do go to school at Seattle Central, in order to maintain your visa status, you have to take so many credits. Do you remember how many credits you have to take?
12 minimum.
Yes. Good job.
12 minimum. Yep.
12 minimum. Very good. All right. And next question. Recently, the World Series just happened, and the Toronto Blue Jays lost to the Los Angeles Dodgers. We're very depressed about that. But in order to get to the World Series, the Toronto Blue Jays had to beat our home team to get there. What is the name of the baseball team here in Seattle?
Mariners.
The Mariners.
Mariners.
Woo! Have you been to a game?
Yes, I remember it was my first 2 months in the U.S. And I mean, who doesn't know about American baseball?
Right.
Come on. In the movies, in Twilight movies, how they were playing the baseball. My best friend, Jordan. Hi, Georgie.
Hey, Georgie.
She was like, Mary, you have to go with me to the Mariners game. I was like, Marines? Huh?
What
Military?
is that?
Who are those guys? And she was like, that's our home team. They're going to play. Let's go there. I was like, okay. I did not know anything about the rules. Matter of fact, I do not understand baseball even right now because poor girl in the cold. She's sitting with me. We're both cold. It was kind of rainy also because it was already, I think, October or something.
sure.
So it
Late
was
in the
one of
season.
late in the season. we're sitting there. Poor girl, she's trying herself like so hard to explain to me what this guy is doing, why this guy is running. I'm like,
Whatever.
I do not understand a thing. Whenever crowd was cheering Julio, I was like, oh, Julio. Like, oh, yeah. I was like, what's happening? So, yeah.
Cool. But you have been.
Yeah. And I went to, also with Jordan, went to hockey game, Kraken.
Oh, yeah. That's our professional hockey.
Yeah. We were playing with Canada and we won.
Hey!
Yes, I was so proud.
Very proud. Well, what I hear about the Kraken games, you can tell me if this is true, is the hockey game's great and all, but what's really cool is the light show that they put on before.
Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
I've never been to a game, so.
It was, I mean, again, the first time in the hockey game, it was stunning.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, everything was new to me, and yeah, it was very beautiful.
But they must have hockey in Turkmenistan, right? It gets pretty cold there. And,
oh, no, we're a desert. We're a desert.
It's a desert.
Yeah, but, I mean, of course, we have like ice skating range and stuff, but,
but
hockey is not very popular down there. We're very popular with what we call is football, because it makes sense, because it's a foot and a ball. But Americans call it soccer.
Sure.
So it's very like soccer is the most popular game to play.
So you mentioned Twilight. Have you been to Forks?
No, I want to go there. Actually, I'm rewatching for the 19th or whatever time all the Twilight movies, because kind of like right now like it's a season. But I really want to go there. Actually, we're thinking to go there with Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
With my best friend. So.
Well, a lot of our international students make the pilgrimage out to Forks so they can see where the movies were shot. So.
It's La Push. It's La Push. Yeah.
Do you have a car?
Not right now.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I mean, public transport is
so
it's really great, especially light rail. Oh my gosh. 10 minutes, you're from all the way north, you're in downtown Seattle.
And no traffic.
No traffic,
Super
nothing.
Smooth.
Yeah. Especially really nice during rush hours. Right. I mean, when I was coming down here to see you today.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for having. Yeah, it was really nice.
Mm-hmm. And you came from Linwood, all the way from Linwood?
No, I came from Northgate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I live. Yeah, I live in Northgate area right now.
Super close, really close.
Yeah,
it's right. Actually, Northgate is where our North Seattle campus is. Another great school. Yeah. You could go to school there, or you go to Central, or you can do both. You can take classes at both. Did you ever take classes at North at all?
No, not at all. Only true Seattle Central girl.
Central girl.
Yeah.
All right, last question. This is by far the most difficult. What was the last movie that you saw in the movie theaters?
I went to the movie with my 3-year-old cousin.
Aww.
We watched Smurfs.
What?
Yeah.
That's so silly. That's Smurfs. But she must have had a good time.
Oh yeah. She drained all my money, which I saved for her.
Yeah.
That kid is very spoiled. A very spoiled kid.
Yeah. I think when we first did our first episode, she'd just been born, right?
Yeah, because she was born in May 2022. I got to the U.S. in August 2022.
Yeah.
So
brand new baby.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
how fun to watch her grow up.
That's sad because like she's getting bigger and bigger. She now talks. She curses. She curses in Russian. So
when you speak with her, which language do you use?
We prefer to use Russian to kind of keep the actual, like, our native language.
Sure.
And we also try to use Turkmen, some of the Turkmen words, to kind of keep her kind of bonded with that.
Sure.
Because her mother is Ukrainian. So it's kind of like a mix of USSR countries.
Right.
Because, I mean, if she's going to, like, whenever she's going to go to school, she's going to pick up English very fast.
Sure.
I mean, it's a kid.
Yeah.
So that's why we kind of try to focus more on Russian, Turkmen.
So does mom use Ukrainian with her?
No, because her mother is from kind of like eastern side of Ukraine, which is more like
Russian speaking.
Yeah, Russian speaking. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's kind of like she used more Russian language.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, very good. I'd say that's a Wall of Famer. Nice job.
Thank you.
Great. Well, I always like to end the episode. Sadly, we have to bring this to a close, but I always like to end the episode with two things. And we didn't do this in season 1, so this is kind of cool for you. I'm asking students or ex-alumni, whatever, to speak for like 15, 20 seconds in their first language. Now, you speak a number of languages, but since you're from Turkmenistan, I'm going to say, can you do like maybe 15, 20 seconds in Turkmen? Because I haven't had any students do that.
Turkmen.
Can you do that?
Let's try. Let's remember my Turkmen language.
Are you? So it sounds like you really speak Russian most of the time.
Yeah, my family, like, they all went to school during USSR, to colleges during USSR, gotcha. Kind of like more Russian.
If you would rather speak Russian, you can, but I'd love to hear Turkmen if you don't mind.
Let's try.
All right, let's give it a shot. So whatever you want to say. If you just want to encourage students back in the region, or you can say hi to your family back home, or you can do both, whatever you want to do.
Salam hemmeňize, menin adım Meral. Men bugün Evan bilen bärde oturýan gaty gyzykly bolly. Sawal. Ejem, mamam, oğul Meral. Orajjahan men size köp söýýän we hemmeňiz student Seattle Central College'da student islerseniz bärsi gaty очень интересно здесь. Я буду по-русски говорить. I switched to Russian.
I heard that.
It was kind of hard to remember
Speak
Turkmen.
a little Russian.
Всем студентам, всем перспективным молодым людям, которые заинтересованы обучаться в Сиэтле. Во-первых, это очень красивый штат, это очень красивый город. И учась здесь на кампусе, вы прочувствуете ту самую атмосферу, которую мы смотрели в фильмах, в сериалах. Вы получите те знания, те возможности, которые вы не сможете получить в других странах и в других регионах. Большое спасибо, Эван.
Очень хорошо. Thanks so much. That was great. Last question, and I may have done this first season, I can't remember now, but we always ask for words of wisdom. You've been through the process now. You've been at Seattle Colleges, spent a lot of time here, made a lot of friends, were very involved. You're still kind of connected with people in the place. Other students back in your region maybe want to come if they're from one of the stands or one of the Middle Eastern countries. What advice would you give them?
Do not lock yourself up. Do not be afraid of talking to people, because again, whenever you're gonna come here, if you're gonna come to the US, our campus, anywhere, by locking yourself up and being shy, you're gonna miss a lot of opportunities. You're gonna miss your maybe friends, connections, just meeting people. So do not lock yourself up. Do not be shy. Everyone is different. You don't have to speak English perfectly. You don't have to know people will not expect much from you from the first sight. So just be open, talk to people. That's how you're going to learn about. That's how I learned about everything. I was like, when I didn't understand anything, I would interrupt my professor, be like, hey, could you please explain that to me? Because that's why we're here. That's why we're here to learn, to explore new stuff, to get to know other people. So I would say, don't be shy. No one would expect so much from you, and you don't have to speak perfect English, because I've met so many people who are currently my friends. When they just got here, they were so shy to even say something in English because they were thinking people are going to judge them. No, guys. A lot of guys, English is their third or fourth language. Come on, don't do that.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
We won't mind. Especially here on campus, no one cares.
Exactly.
Everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you have a lot of domestic and international friends. You have a nice mix, it seems.
Oh, yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah, we're still keeping in touch. And our friend Sean from South Korea, he actually was in Seattle just for one day, I think in September or something.
Oh, nice. You guys got together?
Unfortunately not, because of his schedule, but
Cool. You're still in touch, though.
Yeah, still in touch, talking to guys.
Nice. Great advice. Definitely, that's gold, guys. Take advantage of that advice because that's really good. Yeah.
That's how you're going to learn about everything. Like, if you're going to just stay shy, you will not expand your vision. You're not going to expand your worldview. So,
for sure. Get out there.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah.
That's a human nature.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for making the time today. I'm glad we finally were able to connect. So great.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. And, maybe in another 4 years, when I'm in season 8, you'll come back, tell us all about finishing your degree plan.
I catch you on your word.
Yeah, that would be great. I hope we'll be able to do it.
Hopefully.
So we're in season 4. Another 4 seasons, no problem. We got this. It's good.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate you supporting the show. We're here every Wednesday offering up words of wisdom, giving you information about coming to community colleges, whether it's our school or some other school. We hope you'll choose Seattle because it's a great place to be. You'd said in our interview that you just love Seattle. What is it you love so much about it?
Oh, coffee.
The coffee culture is
oh
really
my
amazing.
God.
That's so good.
That's just there's like so many options.
So many. Every corner.
Oh yeah. And my family's here and
That
it's
is
just
cool.
the nature. Just the nature, the weather. It is rainy.
You're a desert girl. How is the weather? Let's be honest, because I just came back from Saudi Arabia, just came back from the Caribbean, and I got that question a lot. They're like, what's the weather really like in Seattle? So let's talk about the whole year.
Well, it mainly rains, but the summer is very nice.
Summers are gorgeous.
Summer, yes. Maybe late spring, early fall a little bit. But you have to sacrifice your winter for that beautiful summer. Nature is beautiful. You're just gonna drive 1 hour, even downtown Olympia, that area, Thurston County, stunning, beautiful.
Yeah.
All the lakes, everything.
Very green.
Yeah.
So it does rain in the state of Washington, but not as bad as most people say. It kind of drizzles, and it does get dark in the winter because we are north and stuff. But for a desert girl, she says it's not bad.
Listen, I had to get used to that because my first year I was calling my mother and my grandma every single time. I was like, I hated it here. Why did you tell me to come here? I wanted to go to Texas. But they were
Don't go to Texas.
That's I want initially to go to Texas or Arizona or Florida. But they were like, hey, listen, maybe try Washington. Your uncle says it's really nice there. I didn't want to go there, but I was like, well, if my parents say, let's try. Because then I will be able to easily move there because I will be already here.
You'll already be here, yeah.
Yeah. But,
never left.
Look at me now. I love it.
You will too. So thanks for joining us, guys, every Wednesday. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great week. We'll see you again soon. Hang around. Don't be a stranger. I know Patty will want to say hi to you. So.
Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Conversations With is painstakingly crafted for you by the Seattle College's International Programs Department and supported by the lovely folks here on our campus. This show is produced and edited by me, Evan Franulovich. We welcome your emails and questions about coming to Seattle Colleges. Please reach out to us via our website or just give us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts, as this helps others discover the show. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube at Seattle Colleges INTL. That's Seattle Colleges INTL. And be sure to check out all of the shows here on Conversations With. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.